You better bet your life,
You
or
better
it will cut you just like a knife.
just like
Hello, everybody, and happy Monday. Happy Monday. Monday. How are you doing? Was that, there was a Manic Monday song, right? By the Bengals or somebody. The Manic Monday. I think it was a solo singer.
the Bengals.
I don't know if it was the Bengals or it was that other, like that English or Australian chick.
I think it was. the
You know, she said, just another Manic
That's
Monday.
The Bengals. That's the Bengals.
I wish it were Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. Just another Manic Monday. Hello, everybody. How you doing in Michigan? Thank you for watching from Bhutan. How you doing in Cincinnati? We have Ohio represented. There's Larry. Hey, Larry. Owensboro, Indiana. Indiana, where the something roam.
No.
Georgia.
Nothing
Devil
roams.
went down to Georgia. He
Nothing roams.
scores.
I don't think anything roams in Indiana.
He was in a bind because he was way behind. He was willing to make a deal. My name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet you're gonna regret, because I'm the best there's ever been.
Really?
Sorry about that last part.
Yeah. Sorry for the whole part.
Oh. One of my favorite. I love that song, Charlie Daniels.
Shannon, did
I
I
don't even know if they're still alive.
did
but
I get rest?
I think he did.
Yes, Lair's a grandpa for the first time.
No Togos today, Eric.
Did you hear?
But
Lair.
I did think about Togos.
Did you hear that? Lair's a grandpa for the first time.
Congratulations. That is. I'm jealous,
Grace?
actually.
Dan is fired up. He was sleeping just a second ago. He was resting. However, I have not been able to rest.
Well,
He was resting.
there we go. We started early.
I was.
She's got it hard. What's that? Working. What's that song where she works hard for the money?
We're working 9 to 5.
So hard for it, honey. She works hard for the money, so you better treat her right.
Working 9 to 5.
Grandpa is fine.
Working 24/7. What a way to make a living.
I love Dolly Parton.
He's eating right now. That's why we're late. Van
And
Gogh
he is eating
was grilling
the
a,
best
hold on, you
frickin'
have
dinner.
to take both.
All right, I'm going to show you.
You can
his
be
dinner.
double fisted.
Holy frickin' moly.
Danielle?
This dinner that he's got, look at that. It's got, I can't show your face, Pop, because you're really cool.
I just
tri-tip.
barbecued a.
Really cool.
I just
tri-tip.
barbecued a tri-tip. I made some rice pilaf. I made some Brussels.
Yes. And we got salad. And I'm going to cook an.
So how I just say, there's no magic. Everybody's different. Sitting down, I say, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, and he follows
Where
me.
I go,
and then I sit.
up and down.
Then I set him down. I have a little bench, right? Then I have a little bench, and he sits down. And he says, "Well, what am I doing here?" And I say, "Well, you're taking a shower." And today he gave me a little. Scuff, and I said, "You stink." And he said, "I stink?" And I said, "Yep." He goes, "All right." All right.
Well, actually, the best part of today was, if you saw when I went to show you what was in his food, it was all over his mouth. Is he wearing a bib, by the way? Because it's falling in his freaking
Okay, did
lap.
you put it on him?
No,
Because you sat him
might
down.
want to do that while I tell the
Get
story.
up and do it.
I have a story to tell.
And his new
'Cause
clothes. He
it was-
just showered.
Yeah, he's just showered, and I didn't put the bib on.
Hold on.
So, it's messy. We don't
Make sure you don't get
you don't feed them old people's food. So it's we don't usually eat dinner. I mean, there's no way that I could eat dinner with him right now, Tam. It's not possible for me. I could barely be in there showing you what he was eating. But the story is, Danielle, he was eating lunch, and she got him a bowl from
Jim Boy's.
Jim Boy's?
Yeah.
From a local. Why is it not up there? Why does it cut off up there?
What are you talking
So,
about?
there's just nothing up there.
I don't know.
And he had crap, and she said to him, Ed, wipe your face, you're eating like a pig.
I said, Ed, why do you eat like such a pig? And he goes, well, I am a pig.
That's my story. Thanks. I mean, you just stole my punchline.
Well, because
I mean, you just stole it.
you weren't there.
And you're telling a joke, and you do 20 minutes, and you set it up, and then I come in and go,
you can't.
It's Theodore in the library with the knife.
You can't tell me.
I mean, that's
about
like reading
my
the
story.
last page of the book before you
I
even
know.
start.
It's fine here, so.
That was my joke.
It's my story.
Yes, but you weren't going to tell it.
Oh my gosh. Because could you?
Are you connected?
I was just having. It's YouTube. It's not me. I know you guys. Go in and go back out.
Ooh, a towel warmer. That's not a bad idea. A towel warmer.
Yeah,
How you doing down in Georgia? We just talked about Georgia a little while ago and Charlie Daniels.
I get so much slack just being me.
Hi,
I couldn't imagine saying that and have that on recording. Jesus.
It's hard to be me. Who sings that? Foo for Five? Foo for. It's hard to be me. I think he's singing about Superman.
Can you believe?
I think the same group that sings.
The shit that
I
I
was
was getting
15
today.
for a minute.
God, I can't win for losing in this social media.
100 years to live. Flack, flack, flack.
And Dan just giggles.
How you doing, Madison?
He says, God, you got some hate today. Why are people so mean to you? That's what he says.
Giggle.
You do giggle. You're like, damn.
I mean, some videos, I get it.
Damn.
And then, you know, some videos, if I was watching, I might think the same thing. But you get it on even perfect videos. Yeah, 5 for fighting. Is it 1,000 years or 100 years? But yeah, you get it on even videos where you're perfect. You still get it. You're a meanie. It's that frickin' tone.
It's my
I
attitude.
know, and I can't.
I
know the tone.
I was told
That
it was my attitude, and I said, well, that's funny because everybody gets the same attitude. So if it's me, you're just talking about my personality, right? Yeah, you could totally put that, but you know, I can tell you that, you know, he's not worried about getting cold. He's worried about having clothes after the shower. And he's worried about not having clean clothes. He's worried about putting on his same old clothes that we have to
He
fight.
doesn't want to have to wash, even though he doesn't wash.
But he loves it. He loves coming in.
He does worry about a cold shower for some reason.
He does. I hope it's not cold.
Every time. It's like, have you ever had a freaking cold shower in your life?
I say,
maybe when you grew up.
Do you think I'm going to put you in a cold shower? I hope not.
We did grow up, you know, we had a big family growing up. There were 7 of us in there. With my siblings and my mom and dad, my sister probably took long ass showers, so maybe he's used to taking cold showers, but no, you have to make the showers as enjoyable as you can, because even if they don't remember that I took a shower, they have a sense of a bad experience. So I always make that experience good and positive for him. So hopefully, even if he doesn't remember, he still feels good about it.
In the shower, you do that? No. Do you do that? You can't do that in the shower.
What are you talking about?
You lose all patience in the shower.
You're...
Dad!
Well, that's how I shower.
Dad!
I make sure... I make sure she just got him. He's going to get up now. I made sure
Lisa, we have a heater for him.
Finish.
No. We have a heater for him in the wintertime.
During the winter, we put on the heat, so when he gets out, he's got a heater on. All to make him not, have a bad experience. My oldest brother is David, if that's what you're asking.
Anybody talking out there?
Nope, nobody's talking.
I'm at the food table there.
He's at the food table.
No, he's eating dinner right now. He is not sleeping. He was up fairly early today. I mean, he had a decent day today. He had a great day yesterday and a decent day today, although it was hotter. I couldn't get him out to walk as much.
Mm-mm.
Eric Andrew's doing fine.
Mark is not older than Dan. Mark is older than Dan. Mark's 65.
You remember my dad from
Hey.
Grandma's Kitchen near Sierra College? I mean, that's possible. They did, 15, 20 years ago, they were stomping around those areas. I'm not in Japan. or Chicago, if you watch today's video on the tube.
It's 5:44. He's eating late too.
What time is it here? It is
Hi, John.
5:44.
I just said that.
Oh, someone asked. You answered her.
Yes, I
Why don't we
answered.
see the same comments?
But I answer them a lot quicker than
Isn't
you
that
do.
weird that we all pick out, because it's, I actually get to read about 1 out of every 8 comments or something, and somehow we read the same ones.
Danielle looks 60. Well, that's good because I'm 65.
Yeah, you're doing good.
I'm doing
You're doing
good.
good. In fact, we got to get you signed up for Medicare
Mm-hmm.
and Social Security.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! There we go.
Mm-hmm. It's always good to look younger than what people say I look like.
Leicester in the UK. I'm sure I botched that pronunciation, but I do sometimes look up places that if they stick in my head, because
Nice.
I'm always curious.
I'm 50. I'm just responding to it. Just somebody who's not happy with their life. I am. I'm 50. Hi, Reeds.
How do you know they were being honest? You look damn good for 65.
Really? I mean, come on. They're being asshats, is what they're doing.
Hats. They're being hats.
Um,
Danielle is getting younger.
Thanks, Stormy.
You know, she looked really good. You had a great video. I don't remember what. I think whatever you were doing. I thought, wow, that chick's pretty hot.
And it was me. Did
Was
you
you?
not know?
I knew, but I thought that's what I would be thinking if I was watching this.
Was it my butt cheek?
No,
That
you
you've
were,
been talking
no,
about
it was
lately?
just your face. You were doing something. I don't remember what video it was,
Oh.
but I thought, wow,
I'm pretty hot for 50.
I'm married to that.
You're a lucky
Too bad
dog.
she hates me. Man,
God, here you go. 12 minutes and 34 seconds in. The trolls are going to be. The trolls are coming in. The trolls are coming in. Did you hear Dan
I mean,
says?
it's a double-edged sword, you know. When you're in love with a beautiful woman, she lets you know you're not in control. You're not in control. When you're in love with a beautiful woman, it gets frustrating, very frustrating. It's like if you're on a frickin' diet and someone puts like a big piece of chocolate cake under glass and you can't get to it, or if you're an alcoholic and there's like, you know, you go somewhere and there's booze everywhere and you can't get it. That's
What's-
sometimes what I feel
what's
like.
wrong with
She
being
walks
a-
around and
What's wrong?
whatever,
What's
you
wrong
know,
with being a?
stuff,
And
and I'm just going, wow.
And he still likes my butt cheek. Apparently, it's been out a lot
Love it.
lately, and he's like,
As
God,
it-
it's
as
so
it
sexy.
grows, it starts to make its way out, you know, and a little bit. You see it a lot in California, where you know girls often walk around in short shorts. Well, I get it's been making an appearance more. It's sticking out the butt. Maybe you're just shrinking your underwear or something. That could be happening too. It does happen to me with my shirts all the time. You're just experiencing a little bit of shrinkage. But I'm in favor of it. I'm in favor of it. What?
And you wonder why he doesn't get laid. When- Again, the obligatory glass of cheap wine. Gary, I can tell you one thing. The
She better be
obligatory,
drinking cheap wine.
the obligatory wine, yes.
Because wine
but it's
is the
not
biggest
cheap.
bullshit on the planet.
But it's
People
not
that
cheap.
pay $1,000 for wine, they can't tell the difference between that and 50-cent Chuck Buck. I mean, seriously, you put a wine taste test, they can't tell. Yet I'm going to sell wine for $10,000 a bottle because it's that good. I'm going to step on the grapes myself, and you know, people that think it's good, I'll put Grandpa's picture on it. They'll think it's good, but it's just crappy wine.
No.
Do you have drought?
That's one
not,
thing.
Not this year. We have a lot of animals.
I don't think he was talking about. Well, maybe. What kind of drought are you talking about?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm always in a drought. I mean, occasionally a storm cloud comes around, and I like live in the tropics. You know, the rain will come, it'll drop for 15 minutes, and then it'll disappear for another 2 weeks.
David, he was like, no,
I don't know.
California's not in a drought. I don't know if David was talking about that drought.
Yeah, I've been living in a drought. Really.
Bodine, that's true. Like, if you're gonna have the good wine, have it at the beginning of the night, and then you bring in the cheap shit. Yeah.
Not that you can tell the good shit from the cheap
Oh,
shit
I can.
at any time.
When you're a wine connoisseur,
Bullshit. I think that's BS.
because you're not a wine person.
But same thing with whiskey. You know, I mean,
You don't
well,
drink whiskey.
I know,
You don't
but
like the taste of alcohol. Period.
No, nor wine.
So you have no rule of thumb.
Would you get your hand out of my way so I can read the comments?
When
It's
you,
like you're just sitting here.
well, I have to talk with my hands.
How are you doing today? My name's
Good.
Dan.
When you have, when you like a certain, I love alcohol, so flavor matters. So because you do it for the effect, you're not going to appreciate the fine wine. We've been married 27 years.
Flavor matters.
You can't follow us anymore.
I got some flavored stuff.
Let me get my
I have some flavored lotion.
Get my tissue out.
What are you doing?
Somebody said they can't follow us anymore. Let me wipe my tears.
All right. Well. Beer. It is beer, and it's Michelob Ultra, and I don't particularly like it. I'd much rather be drinking a Pepsi or a Coke.
Worry about it until after you're done.
Don't worry about what?
We don't worry about you dropping. because
Grandpa
you drop
picks up,
until you're
you know,
done.
he tries to clean up everything, which is impossible.
Yeah, it drops everywhere.
Did he account get put back up? What account? I've never
My
had an
account,
account.
no.
I've never had an account.
Not my
problem.
account.
She is a hoot. She's a hoot. She's a hootin'. You always want some kind of attitude. Smooth. I couldn't get the first part. You want some kind of attitude. It's a Michelob Ultra. It's the lowest carbs you can get in a beer. Lowest. I think it's like 95 calories and 3 carbs or 2.5 carbs. That's why I do it. I just like to catch a little. You know, it makes getting on the live a lot easier on the upswing.
Dan
yeah.
is not a social butterfly unless he drinks.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Dan,
I prefer just to sit in my room on the computer and, you know, put a mask over my head and just be alone all day.
yeah.
Is Miller Lite lower? It could be, but is it less filling? Miller Lite tastes great, less filling. Tastes great, less filling.
Bitter
Tastes
because
shitty,
it's all.
makes me burp.
So I discovered, and wine makes my face swell. Oh no. Gin? I know.
I-
Enlightened Soul, yours. Have you tried the Gray Whale yet, gin? The Gray Whale gin is amazing. Try it.
A mask over your head. The IPA, I'm not an IPA guy.
I love IPA. He doesn't like any of that stuff. Did he ever play fantasy football? Yes.
Eric, you want
Watched
to hear
it.
what happened to me in fantasy football?
YouTube
It's
watched
a good
it.
story. I'll make it super quick. But the first year I played fantasy
Gray
football,
Whale.
I got the quarterback for the Jets, and I can't
Love
remember
it.
who he was, but
Love
he
it.
was like, I had
I'll
the
show
third
you.
pick in the draft, and he was like one of the highest rated guys, and so I took that quarterback, and he got hurt. I mean, literally on the first series of the first game, he got hurt and he was out. So I had to draft another quarterback from whoever was left over. And there was this quarterback that was playing out in St. Louis. And I happened to have the running back also from St. Louis. I forget his name, someone will have it. And the damn quarterback's name happened to be Kurt Warner. Nobody drafted him. I drafted him. I had Kurt and the running back. Someone
Really
remind me
good.
who the running back
I
was.
promise you.
And I won it could have been Vinny Testaverde that got hurt. Although I don't think he did not play for,
I can't wait to play
Tom Brady
Converse
did
in
not
that.
take over for him. So it was
Me
someone
too,
on
Nancy.
the Jets,
Yeah, it's
I believe.
amazing. I swear.
Marshall Falk, yes. So I had Warner and Falk, and I beat everybody by
Tammy,
it wasn't even
have
close.
to try the blue whale. No, gray whale.
That was my start
I
too.
call it the blue whale, but it's gray whale.
I'm not neighbors with Pedro.
You want to see
We
it?
live about 2 hours apart. What?
They want to see my gin bottle.
Your gym bottle?
I call it the blue whale just because I think the bottle.
So I retired after that.
Right.
No, I retired after a heart. I've been retiring for 5 years, and the catalyst for my retirement was my heart attack. Did I retire after that? No, I just went on to lose year after year. And the problem was when I was doing it, you had these days to make changes, and I watched football all day on Sunday, but I didn't have time to do the research during the week, so I never changed anything. So I just kept losing, and then I don't know, after like 4 years, I just
You
stopped
can
doing
mix
it.
it, but it's really good just plain. I'm telling you.
Even gin?
Gin.
Isn't that stuff horrifically
No,
bad?
it smells amazing. There was a long. Okay, Karen, Danielle, I've been asking Dan. There was a song my husband sang, but can't remember it. Thunder, lightning, just Dan and the rest of it. Thunder, lightning.
Give me a little bit more. I love those kinds of questions.
On TikTok,
Karen, is
I
it
can
Karen?
send you-
Give me a little bit more on that.
What's your email? Christy.
Grandpa's doing great today.
Mrs. DSal NorCal 3. Mrs. DSal NorCal 3. So my handle name 3 at gmail.com. Through the thunder
Imagine
and
Dragons.
the light. Imagine Dragons.
Thunder Road by that was
Yeah.
Garth Brooks.
Teresa, I'm going to use it for flowers. Yeah.
Oh, it's the song "Knock on Wood."
Um,
I'm not sure.
Connie, I am talking
Thunder
to
rolls
you
and
too.
lightning strikes.
I have my
That's
YouTube
Garth
channel.
Brooks, maybe. If that's what it is, I mean, I remember
Oh,
Thunder rolls.
Tammy, this smells sweet. When you smell this one, the gray whale, oh my gosh, it's
I'm
sweet.
back in black. I'm back in black.
Thanks, Jess.
I'm on the highway to hell. Someone's asked for some AC/DC.
Thunder.
I
and
really,
lightning.
I never saw Garth Brooks. If there's one country artist, aside from like Johnny Cash, I would love to have seen Garth Brooks. We do see some other
Dan
country
does
acts.
not like, no, Dan does not like Kiss.
You really want me to sing Eleanor Rigby again?
No, please don't. You're having coffee tonight? Let's see. We're not going to battle ever.
Keep
But
your
I see you're a
face in a
battler.
jar
So
by the
I
door.
can. So what's really funny is my
Who is it
friend
for?
who is a battler told me that everybody with a number in front of their names is a
Metallica.
battler. I have a hard time battling.
Metallica. Garth is great. That's a great thing. Garth is great.
Oh, Christy, you
And
mean
he
the books
was the
that I'm
man.
reading?
For a little while, Garth was
So I
like
should
Taylor
order?
Swift. Darius Rucker from, what was he from? What group?
No, stop asking him to sing.
Darius
What's wrong
Rucker
with
was
you
what
guys?
group? What group?
Hootie.
Hootie the
But he's
Blowfish,
not
right?
Hootie anymore. He's a country singer.
Yeah, he went country. Hey,
That's okay, Sandy.
who was it? I remember, what was it? It was somebody, was in a movie and somebody came up to ask somebody, I think it was and it said, who are you? They thought it was Hootie.
Hi,
But it
Sean.
was
How
really
are
an
you?
actor.
You're stressing me out.
Skylar,
Sean.
my nephew is
Sean, I'm
actually
telling
putting
you,
together
you are
my
stressing
poems
me
for a
out.
book. Finally, we're going to do that, and I do need to write some more. I've tried, I just have not been able to put anything down that's worthy of
Shari, I think you're
sharing.
mixing. I think you're mixing two songs. Because I'm worried about you, Sean. I love all my
He gets
friends,
mad if
and
someone
it
calls him
really
Rudy.
stresses me out.
So
I don't
I'll
like when
remember
my
that if
people
I ever
are
meet him.
were hurt.
Chris
Darius
Gaines.
Rucker, yeah.
Who was Chris Gaines? The name sounds familiar. Somebody help me.
I know who Chris Gaines is, but you got to give me a little bit more because
Steven, he's doing great.
I'm
He's eating.
50, so I forget. He's eating. Knock, knock, knock on wood. I don't know. No, Dan does not need to sing. Singing one
We
song.
didn't start
Is she?
Somebody wanted me to sing. We didn't start the fire. Harry Truman, Doris Day,
So I
Red
have
China,
to tell
Johnny
you,
Ray.
I have to tell you with that song. So you know
Chris
who
Gaines
sings
is
it?
Garth Brooks.
You know who sings it?
What?
Um,
What song?
We Didn't Start the Fire is Josh and Wesley sing it together. So when Wes was little, Josh and Wes would sing that song.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, The Catcher in the Rye is in that song. Billy sings about the Catcher in the Rye. And when I heard that, all I could think about was, this was like 20 years ago.
He's a
Because I was a
fictional
huge
character.
Billy fan.
He's a fictional character
Oh, they
created
play-
by Garth.
So it's like the Lonely Hearts Club Band. So I'm a huge fan of Billy Joel. And when he wrote We Didn't Start the Fire, there is, The Catcher in the Rye, the book is named in that song. And I thought, damn, at some point when he was writing that song, he must have thought about the name Salinger because he was in the damn song. So Billy Joel knows the name Salinger. And that's a big deal. The wrong Salinger, but I don't even know what knock on wood is. We do have some videos, but we literally have to get, they were taken on like an old camera. We have a whole ton of them, but it'd be a real project to put them together. We will eventually put some stuff together for some small clips, because I'm sure there's some gold on there, but that's a real process.
The problem is your dad was the one always
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
The
Yeah.
problem is your dad was always recording.
Yeah,
in those,
in
in
the
those
old
videos.
days, but you know, when we started
Oh, my mom has
our
a ton of them.
cameras, when we took cameras,
Oh yeah, but my mom has a ton of those. If we get those transferred,
we need to do that.
you
yeah.
would see my mom, you would see little Josh, you would see Ed. you would
Knock
see-
on Heaven's Door was Guns N' Roses sang it, but yeah, I knew they didn't write it. I didn't know it was Bob Dylan. I'm not surprised. It's a great song, but knock, knock, knock. Stevie Miller. I saw Stevie Miller at San Jose State, Spartan Stadium.
I
And
know I was not
after
with you.
his prime, but
No, I was not with you.
I know because I had some girl on my shoulders.
Is that the stinky one?
Definitely not stinky.
Oh, there was one stinky one though.
She wasn't stinky. She just wasn't wearing anything under.
I know,
and
but there was a stinky
I got
story,
excited,
too.
and then I got shined off as soon as the song was over.
You
I
had
thought
somebody
I'm going to get lucky. I have this girl on my shoulders,
with
but
nothing on.
it didn't. I didn't get lucky.
Hi, SRJ.
Quiet Riot. What are they? What are they? Do they smoking in the boys? Is that Quiet
There was
Riot?
somebody with the stinky, Putin Annie.
Smoking in
There's
the
he has a
boys'
couple
room.
different stories. I didn't live the life like he lived, so I wouldn't have any of those stories with stinkies. But this one was the clean one, but he didn't get clean after.
I don't know what your stinky story is. That was a totally different situation. Years separated between those two.
Does everybody have a
I
stinky
love
story?
Annie.
Well, let's not talk about the stink. It's horrible.
You guys could tap. Tapping is clapping. Appreciated. Oh, you're lucky you saw Johnny Cash. I just saw a
Could you
YouTube
imagine?
video of him.
This is what this is what I imagine. I am guilty. I imagine like today at 50 being on somebody's shoulders with
Eric,
nothing-
talk to Matthew McConaughey. He's big
nothing-
into natural
Yeah,
odor.
There is a lot wrong with natural odors.
Natural
So-
odors can be pretty offensive. They may be natural
They're
in
not
some cultures. but-
good. All we know is the story that he
Do-
had
do-
with
do
the
you
stinky
remember-
one. Dan put her in the shower and
Wait.
had his way.
We took an airplane trip once. Was
Are you
it
sure
just
it was
recently?
me?
You remember we were.
Oh, with the body odor?
Yeah, don't say anything about the description of the
I
person,
won't.
but
I will
holy
never.
shit.
It was bad.
It
I
was-
saw it like this the whole time.
It was so bad. I mean,
And
the
that's
person
when-
came in and sat
that's-
between us,
That's when I wanted a mask.
and it was like, woof.
I
And
said,
Danielle and I both looked at each other
"Where's
and we're
my
all, holy
mask?"
shit. It was a full plane, and anybody could have, been assigned to that seat, but no.
and then
We got
the announcement was said. Do you remember what the announcement said? If for some reason you are uncomfortable with the person sitting next to you for any reason, please let us know and we will reassign you seats. I looked at Dan and I said,
Who's going to take
well,
that?
who's going to take that? Because if I'm leaving, you're going to know it's the person that I couldn't sit by.
Yeah, I mean, thank God you were on the window seat. I was on the aisle, and so
No,
I spent
he
the
was
entire.
he was on the window seat. I was in the middle, and
Oh.
you were in the aisle. So Dan was like this the
I
whole
was,
time,
I was
and
leaning.
I was on Dan the whole time like
I
this.
was leaning over the thing. I mean, the cart hit me in the back of the head.
This was
People were bumping me as they
this
were
was
going to the
on the
bathroom
way
and
to
coming
Vegas.
back.
This was on the way to Vegas, and that's what I'm saying is like, how do you say, excuse me?
Stevie, I think she asked me. I think she asked. I don't remember. I mean, I was freaking 19 years
Which
old or
one?
something.
The stinky?
The girl at the Stevie Miller concert. Steve
Oh.
Miller concert.
Yeah. Could you imagine
And they played the
All of
ZZ
you
Top.
guys-
It was Steve Miller and ZZ Top.
all of you guys who are 50 and have problems with perimenopause and children and all that stuff, could you imagine sitting on somebody's shoulders with bare coochie? Like, just wouldn't work. I mean, they would get, well,
Anyway, it worked fine. It was just fine.
back in the day when you're younger, what? Can't help myself. Oh my God. Hi, Shane. Miss you. God. I can't. Who does that? And who gets on somebody's shoulder? Not right. Works for me. Goodman. You haven't been laid since 1974. So of course. The relation to J.D. Salinger, do you want to hit that one? The Stinky Miller concert.
I don't know how I'm related. I just know that that I matched on DNA with his first cousin, who I spoke to. He died about 3 years ago. He was in his 90s.
What if if you
and
look,
lived
but
in.
if, but if you look at JD and if you look at
Yeah,
all the
you can see
Salinger
the
men,
family.
there's
He-
a family.
He looks a lot like my dad used to look. My dad, imagine my dad with hair and a little bit skinnier, and in his, in his younger days. So we knew that there was relation. I could never find out how until I matched with this guy, pretty close match on Ancestry.com, and I'm not watching. I didn't watch the first convention. I'm not going to watch this convention. I'm not a big convention
Same
person.
with Pierre Salinger.
I don't like watching weddings, like when the Pope gets married or
Do you guys?
the
do
Queen
you guys?
gets married
Do you
or
guys
the
remember?
King gets divorced or
Do you guys
whatever.
remember Pierre Salinger?
When the Pope, they're doing
He
the
also
votes.
looks. Pierre Salinger looked like Ed's dad.
Pierre Salinger is another one that he looks just like my grandfather. Yeah.
Crazy. So they're on the family line. I'm abrasive. Okay, thank you.
The author was Jerome
Trace,
Dale.
no, his mom never remarried.
And I will tell you, JD was not real close to his family. His kids are now getting more connected to his family, but for whatever reason, JD was recluse, not only from people, but from his close family too.
But what also is reminiscent of the Salingers, they're very much introverts.
And he walked a lot, which is what Salingers do. So there are definitely some genetic stuff.
Yeah.
I wish that, the writing was genetically.
Rotten onions at full volume instead. It wasn't the front hole, it was the back hole, Jade.
Tapping and clapping. Thank you. I appreciate all the taps.
Oh, shit.
Melissa, that was great. He was talking to Stan Phillips. That's a video from about a year ago or 6 months ago when my nephew Max was here. And he knew that guy from like third grade. Stan, how you doing in Chicago? That's where JD's first cousin lived in Chicago.
Please, Sean, do it. I would follow you.
And what he said is, we didn't know him as JD, we knew him as Jerome, and he's all, they met each other when they were kids and they'd hang out. He's all, I never saw him after he got famous. You never saw him again.
Brad, yes, that is to keep Grandpa in, and it keeps him in, but it keeps me up all night. Where's Richie Q? Where's Richie Q? I want to beat that guy up. Grandpa's almost done.
I'm in arrest.
Oh my God, Ava, from Stink, so bad, so bad. Body odor, you guys, come on.
I've had
be
bad luck
respectful.
on planes my whole life. I've had Southwest, where you don't get assigned seats. I've had bad luck on planes. No, my dad was not like that at all. My dad was old school. I would have been, if my dad knew, just old school. The same way that, I look at the culture of young people today and think, my God, that's the way he would have thought of me at the time.
I know, I'll empty it, don't worry about that.
Tips to dealing with a parent with dementia. Caleb, that's a really broad question.
First of all, we gotta finish what's in your mouth.
You'd have to get more specific.
Look at all that stuff all. So you gotta finish what's in your mouth.
How you doing in Georgia?
And then we'll finish
Patience, thank you. That's you have to learn it. It's not like you can snap your fingers and magically have patience.
Keep spitting it out.
It's something that you learn or you develop, or if you don't develop it, you have a really hard time.
Chewing and swallowing.
I was not a patient person by any means, and this experience has changed me, and surprisingly, not just with him, but those qualities and traits that I've learned to deal with him carry over into other areas of life and make me an easier person to be around, I'm sure.
No, because you're still
How you doing in
spitting
Northern
it out.
Ireland?
It's still coming out, look. So finish and then.
How you doing down in Jamaica?
Leave it there, it's fine. Just
I'm
finish.
trying to hear what he's doing. Is he taking his pills? I can't tell what she's doing. How you doing in England?
Nope.
We got so much. We got the UK, you got Wales, you got England.
I'm Just finish.
Confused with that. All that stuff you got going on
No,
over there.
I know, but.
Over here we got, America and 50 states, and that's it. territories and different weird like cities within a block.
Dan, you want to talk to everybody about how you had no dessert yesterday?
Oh yeah, so thank you for putting that up there.
Welcome.
I had
No.
absolutely no dessert last night at all, nothing. I mean, I didn't buy any, I didn't have it, and I woke up today, so I didn't eat any sugar. Feeling pretty damn good. I mean, maybe I've got some kind of low blood sugar or something, but I felt pretty good today after not eating any sugar or snacks. So I'm going to try that out for a
Well,
while.
you had snacks, but not snacks with all the sugar.
Except I accidentally bought a...
You accidentally bought what? Did you buy those Pop-Tarts?
No, I didn't buy the Pop-Tarts.
What did you buy?
I mean, how does she hear that from over there?
Take this and then,
Cadbury
and then I'll give you your dessert.
with
What
caramel.
did you give that I can give Grandpa? Take your
Candy
pills.
bar. Nothing.
What did you buy?
I didn't buy anything.
Yes, you did. You just said, take your pills.
Which I think is English, by the way.
Take your pills.
So it's pretty damn good, and it's a. It's not. It's the share size. So it's $2.99 for a little Cadbury chocolate bar with. It's got the caramel inside of it.
Dan, remember what you said today?
Yeah, I'm not going to eat any candy.
You just said you just bought candy. This guy.
I took all my pills.
I know.
All my pills.
All right.
I was sleepy.
There's your dessert. That's your dessert.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. You just said I'm not going to buy any dessert.
I'm not going to eat any candy.
Where
tonight.
is it?
Where's what?
You just said you bought a Cadbury cream caramel bar?
No, it was a Cadbury cream egg left over from Easter.
Dan. He was just talking about how like good he felt today.
felt
With
really
just eating
good.
cereal and just what we had in the house, which is not very much.
Not
Because
really,
I don't
no
have
dessert at
I
all.
don't have anything
No
to give.
dessert at all.
I don't have anything
no
to
dessert
give, right?
at all.
To Grandpa. I have to give him the like healthy shit because Dan, I don't buy it because I know he'll eat it. Yeah, where
If
did
you
you
buy
hide
it,
to?
I will eat
Did
it.
you hide it?
Hide what?
What did you buy? I want to see it.
I didn't buy anything.
Did you buy a king size?
I don't, Danielle. Look, watch the thing here.
I do hear everything.
I,
Look behind you.
what I did is. What are you
No.
doing?
It's a pat down.
I have nothing on me.
Pat down. Open your legs.
Yeah, I hid it in my legs, so that it would get nice and cold, and not melt.
In the drawer? It is. I know his drawer. It's in a black case. Did you put it in the drawer? I heard you run in there. It's here somewhere.
It does not exist.
Mm-hmm.
It does not exist. Does it exist? I mean, I told them to joke.
Stand up.
I told them
Stand up.
no reply at all. Okay, enough. There is no candy here. No candy.
Oh, he's got the sweets in his pants.
You're my moderators. I mean, you guys are doing a lousy job. I mean, at least mute snitches. Mute snitches. This is a no snitch channel. Actually, I did buy a candy bar, but I'm not going to eat it. What are you doing? I'm not going to eat it. I'm going to test my ability not to eat something. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have it available, but I will not eat it. So I will show it to you on the next live. I will show you that.
Why are you quiet, man?
Snitches.
Why are you
Snitches.
quiet? I'm coming in there.
Snitches. How do you live with yourself? How do you do it? How do you do it? Are you are, I mean, all you people that are, I mean, you're like that person in school, snitching on the other,
Where is it?
where's what?
I want to see what you bought. Just cough it up. Grandpa wouldn't eat
Take
it
a seat,
anyway.
Pop, take a seat.
Pop?
Yeah, Danielle, take a seat.
It's a huge difference between Pop and me.
No reply at all. No reply at all. Yeah. You know what the mafia does with snitches? What are you doing? Yeah, it's under the kitchen sink. They can't help it. They can't help it. I mean, they're messing with you. Is
Deb,
what they're
did you
doing.
Deb, did you get your count back?
They are messing with you.
And it's a king size. It's a king size.
Yeah, it's a king size.
It's a king size.
Look, I'm going to tell you right now. It's only got
How many servings are
It's
in there?
only got 6 grams of fat
There's 3 servings.
per serving.
That's per square.
It's got only, and it's only 120 calories per serving. So that's only 360 calories. It's not that bad. It's a lot of sugar, but it is delicious too. I mean, you guys, you know, Cadbury, that is, I believe, English. So this has traveled a long way.
Oh, Lisa
It got
Dunn.
on a ship or an
Stop
airplane
being a
and
baby.
flew, and it's all,
So are Dan's. So are Dan's followers. They're also
all
marks.
the way over
Lisa.
to
If you
California,
must know,
where I
Dan's,
bought it.
when I'm on my morning lives, Lisa Dunn, Dan's followers also do the same thing. And
Danielle,
they message
would you
him
just
and they
don't
say,
pay attention.
guess what, Dan? Go get your wife off. So there you
no
go.
reply at all. No reply
He
at all.
he doesn't work out enough to burn that off. You know what he would tell you?
I walked 4.5 miles today.
Oh Jesus, not enough to burn that off. King
4.5
size.
miles.
You know, if you just like got a regular size, it would be fine.
They honestly didn't have
Don't
regular
even say
size.
that.
They
Don't
just
even
had.
say that.
It's true. I bought it at the at the gas station. They don't have regular size. Which they didn't right there at the counter. I'd be okay if they didn't have the stuff right at the counter. You know, you're waiting in line and you see it, and then you go up there and your hand reaches down and puts it up there. Just you don't even think. You just do it. Mindless. You
Here's
pick it
the
up.
thing, Hazabaki, whatever your name is.
Or we're not
No,
doing
no.
anything negative.
So what I'm
we're
saying
not addressing
is
any
that
negative comments.
Dan just called me today and said, Danielle, I feel amazing. I didn't have any added candy sugar. I had what we had in the house, which was nothing.
I just said I
feel
felt great today.
He felt great. Of course I'm going to do that. Of course I'm going to remind him of those things because that's my job as a fucking wife. Cheers.
We could put an adjective right before wife of your choosing.
Really, you're gonna cater to the. You don't want me. You don't want me replying to the trolls, but yet you
I didn't reply to a troll unless you were calling yourself a troll.
But you can contribute to the troll banter.
I'm not contributing. I'm standing up for my candy.
No, right.
That's
Not
my
your-
candy.
Not your wife.
Like one thing
Just
in the
your
world that
candy.
I
But-
know
but
is going
when
to
you-
put out
you
tonight.
literally
My
called
my
me.
candy is going to
Hi,
put
Richard.
out whether I
But
say the
you
wrong
called
thing,
me
whether I say the right
specifically
thing. My
today,
candy
and
will
you
be
said,
there,
Danielle,
and it
I
will
feel
comfort me.
amazing.
It will comfort
I
me.
feel amazing. So yes, I'm going to bust your ass out. Don't call me next time and tell me how amazing you feel and then go buy a fucking king size Cadbury bar.
I went to the store for you. You asked for something. You gotta look at me. You can't. it's not that.
What did I
you
ask
can see
for?
me right there.
No, you went for beer.
You asked for a Slurpee.
No, and you gave me Grandpa's leftover Slurpee.
Yes.
Before you left and said, here's Grandpa's.
Right,
I'm
eat
going
that.
to CVS and I'm going to get my beer and
I
my
got Grandpa's
Cadbury
Slurpee when I bought that.
and my
And
Cadbury
Grandpa
cream
loved
bar.
it.
You
He
bought it
loved
when you went to get your fucking.
No, I didn't. I bought it before that. It's been there.
It's your turn to get up.
I'll get it out. No reply at all. Did he take his pills? Pop, stop!
Yes,
Stop!
he did. Hi, Erica.
Alright, that way over there to the couch. That way.
Well,
Step.
You need to have some manners. Lazaro, you need to have some manners. So you need to have some manners, Zorro. It can go both ways. Go both ways. Zorro, it goes both ways.
Dad, you're home. This is where you live. You're here all night. You come out and
Thought you were at the gas station. He wasn't. Don't lie. He's lying.
pop over here on the couch so it's more comfortable.
Yeah, Zorro, you need to have manners. Ditto, Zorro! So Emily, it's funny you said that because a lot of people do that. And that's, you feel so bad for him? Oh, don't, because he is completely happy, Dee. I feel bad for you for feeling bad for him because he doesn't feel bad at all. He loves his wife. Yeah.
No reply at all. No, that's not it, Pop. Straight ahead.
one more.
You gotta go to the left, left, left. Good. Now straight. March 2, 3, 4. March 2, 3, 4.
That did good then, yeah.
No reply.
Dan, do you
at
want
all.
Debbie to come in a box?
What?
Go right here on the left.
Debbie wants to come in a box. I can't, Deb, because it's Dan's channel. We have a history.
Sit down. I'll shut the door.
Thanks, Chris. Debbie wants to come in a box.
I don't know how to do any box stuff. You can put her in a box. Put her in a box.
Why are you gonna be cranky?
Am I gonna be cranky?
Debbie doesn't want you in a box.
I mean,
She's on a backup account.
she destroys
She
my
said-
dessert,
she
makes
said-
me
she
feel
said she'll
all
be good.
defensive,
Debbie
and
says
then
she-
says you're gonna be cranky?
Debbie says she's gonna be good. She
All right, but-
promises.
I mean, however you gotta, however you do it.
Well, it's your channel, so I wanted to make sure that you're okay. Where's Debbie? Debbie, well, ask Debbie because I can't get you in here without knowing how to do it.
No reply at all.
So Debbie, because she's on a backup account, she.
You gotta press.
Hold on, no. So we gotta. I don't know, Debbie. Do I have to be friends with you before? No, you request it, Deb, and then let me know. What's your opinion on femininity?
On femininity, I'm a little bit feminine, but not much. I'm mostly masculine, but you know, I do cry a lot. That's a feminine trait. Actually, it shouldn't be a feminine trait. It's a great trait. You don't cry, you should start crying.
Do you believe in femininity? There's Debbie. I don't even know how to do it. So this is. What's up, B?
Pop,
Nothing. Dan bought that gigantic candy box and thought I was coming back this week.
You're not going anywhere.
Would you be in
Still
it?
have a car.
Well, you know.
Yeah, he always leaves half of everything.
Oh, that's so funny.
Car,
No, I had to ask his permission because this is Dan. This is Dan's channel.
I know. Account. Everybody pick it up and follow it.
So if you guys follow January normally, she got banned. Very similar to her friend here. So follow her so that way this is her backup account.
Yeah, and I can go live on it if I get 500 followers.
Only 500?
Yep. And then I gotta do like 3 live. You know, they gotta work me into it. 3 lives,
And
slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely. So here's the thing. Like Debbie, we all know. For those of you who watch Deb, right? We know you're January. We know that like she's a loose cannon. Like she says what she means and she says what she means with words and everything else. I get banned for skirting around the bush. I might as well be a Deb and just say what I feel because I get blocked anyway.
Yes, J-Rip, thank you.
So,
I do, yes. I'm a loose cannon. So
So-
I got banned on my original account for 7 days.
well,
I think TikTok singles us out, you and I.
okay. Well, I'm still on a 7-day ban, so I think you follow suit. Whenever you get one, I get one, and vice versa. But at least you get, this is what I was telling Deb the other day. Like, she says it with words, right? She says it with words. I don't say it with the words she uses, but I still get banned. I wish I had the willpower to, I might as well just say what she says because I'm thinking the things that she says, but I just don't say them.
Yeah, you have to get it out. You have to get it off your chest.
Hi, Mary.
Yes, I did, Candace. Thank you. I'm gonna make that tomorrow.
What recipe? Are you texting behind my back?
No, ma'am. The cheesecake.
What cheesecake?
The Scotty one.
Oh, the one you made. What is Deb's channel? Debbie, what's your January backup? January backup.
I'll type a comment.
I know, but YouTube's asking. Here's the thing. Do you know that your backup account has like weird videos on it?
Yeah, because it's someone else's. She gave it to me.
Okay, so when I followed it, I was a little concerned.
Yeah, I just like to.
I'm 50 now. I forget things. I forget. It's buffering on YouTube.
Coming down hard on me.
What?
Yeah, she made the cheesecake, and I'm gonna make it.
It is.
And then I'm coming back to California the next day. No.
It's called January's Back with a black heart, blue heart, black heart.
Yeah.
No, she's not on YouTube. No. Wait till I'm 68. I can't remember anything at 50, let alone 68. So yeah, so you guys, I didn't realize how much Griffey looked like Gert. My Gert.
Yeah. Poor Griffey. R.I.P. It was the saddest thing ever.
That was the saddest thing ever. I hate losing animals. So Debbie, for those of you that don't know, just said goodbye to her baby for 10 years. It was really quick and it was really sad. So she's lonely. She's trying to build up her account, her back, which I have, by the way. I have told her she needed to build up her account because, you know, because I'm a professional. Tell Debbie you're sorry.
What am I sorry for?
Because you said, oh my God, that looks like Gert. It did. Griffey looked like Gert, right?
Oh, I already told her that
I
I'm
know,
sorry.
but she's on now. So
She's not on. It's just a.
I know, but she can't because she doesn't. She's on her backup account, so she's trying to build up.
Debbie, you're looking good. You got kind of a. You got kind of a very round head, and you have this kind of like oblong shape, like a football shaped body going there. Not bad.
I was on here to stick up for you, Dan. I said you bought that king size candy bar because you only eat half of everything, and I always ate the other half.
I miss you being here because when you're here, there is always good stuff to eat.
By the way, Deb.
I mean, I look for you know.
By the way, Deb booked another flight. She's going to be here in 2 weeks.
Bullshit.
I went.
I mean, I know you can't do that. You got
Sky-
too much responsibility.
Sky River is sending her back because they need her, and so they have sent her a special invite. So she's coming. She asked me if the dates were okay, and it's right after you.
You know, both Debbie and Candace who have visited. It's the easiest thing for me. It doesn't change me at all. Does it change my lifestyle? No. I just stay. I do what I do. I just hope there's good food to eat. So, and you guys cook?
That $5 I stole from you.
Yeah.
I played on that. I had a $30 voucher and that $5 for like an hour and a half.
I'm glad I gave you an hour and a half worth of entertainment when you stole the last $5 out of my wallet. She's like, what do you got in there? I got $5. I'll take it. Gone.
I did. I told you always win on borrowed money.
Well, you won for a couple hours. That's good.
I did. I told Danielle, I played an hour and a half on that, you know, winning, losing and stuff before I had to put any more money in a machine.
That's damn good. I mean, you should be, you don't really have to play. I'm not talking about gambling. I mean, you went every other day. I mean, how many you went 3 times in a week? My God.
We went 3 times in 7 days. For the love of God, stop being a baby. So he says it doesn't impact him, but it does
They're
impact him.
changing the name to Debbie Danielle Casino.
It does impact me in the sense that when you're here, I do spend a lot more time taking care of my dad because you and Danielle are gone. That does happen. I mean, she does now. She leaves, you know, like all the weekends she's gone, and I have them all day. And then when you're here, I have them all day a lot. But wasn't too bad. Wasn't too
Yeah, but
bad.
I got the night shift because you know I'm up and down.
Got that. Yeah, I did. We did hear you putting them to bed a couple times when you were down, you know, chowing at like 2 in the morning. That was nice. Now he's locked in. We got the gate, so we got the gate to replace you, Deb.
Now what am I gonna do?
You'll just have to eat
Now
alone.
what are you gonna run into?
Yeah, just alone at night.
Debbie would be lonely. We would have to open up the gate when she was here.
Yeah, I'd have to have them out in the kitchen monkeying around so I could put them back to
Yeah.
bed.
How many times I heard Debbie like take care of him, I was like, oh, it's wonderful.
Who does he think you are? His sister?
Sis. Yeah, he calls her sis.
He thinks you're his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless I'm doing a Danielle duty, like when I put them back to bed or give them food.
Then
or
you're
anything.
Danielle.
Yeah, then I'm Danielle.
I know.
But just
Danielle
in
thinks
general,
that he remembers her all the time, but the reality is everybody is Danielle. If you're female, if you got a vagina and boobs, you're Danielle. It's just that simple. Everybody.
But I'm sis. But
No
sis,
reply
sis.
at all. All right.
I don't
so-
even know if he knows I have boobs, so it's fine. All right,
He
Deb.
doesn't.
Deb, we're gonna go. You're killing
I don't know what
you're-
we're gonna do without your mean face.
I want to see your face. Everybody,
I can't turn on my camera until I get 500 followers.
I know you guys follow Deb. January's back is her back.
Are you up? Did you?
No,
There's 900 people in there.
she got the 7-day ban like her best friend. But
Yes,
at least she
I got
says
it.
the
You
things.
just have to learn to control
No,
yourself.
she says the things that I get banned for. I don't say them, but she does, and somehow I get penalized. She tells me what she says, and I'm like, well, that deserves a ban.
It should, like, you should be allowed to say whatever you want on here because we're all adults. And people shouldn't be able to tattle. Like, if they're going to come at me, then I should be able to defend myself.
Well, I feel the same way, but with less words.
It's
than
not.
we
It's
use.
not our app. We don't make the rules. We
know.
just exist. We're just cogs. We're spokes in a wheel.
What's a cog?
Small spokes.
What's
We're
a
like
cog?
a cog.
What's a cog?
You know, like part of a bigger
Gear.
working engine.
Like a gear, like a thing with teeth, like a cog. And it spins and the other teeth go inside of it.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. We're cogs.
Sean, what the hell? Uh-oh, he's up.
Man, he is just not having.
All right, Deb, you guys follow Deb. January's back up. She's at 190. She needs 500 to get back to her life. So we need to support her, our fellow friend, our fellow battler. And I see some of you out there with numbers. She taught me. The people with numbers are gifters. So, right?
Yes. And and the minute I get live on this account, I will probably get a ban. So I almost got banned today from boxes.
Hold on. However, you'll have 2 accounts so you can fluctuate between the 2. Now her birthday's coming up. So if you are a follower, if you like to watch the battles and you participate in the battling, she's having a birthday battle, August 25th?
Yeah, it's supposed to be the 25th. I'm gonna put something in my bio. You'll see it in my bio on my main account. Or this account. It'll be in both of them. It'll
Yeah.
tell you when it's gonna be at the time.
Yeah. So if you're into the battling aspect as well, she is on. She is just a new battler. She was a big gifter for a while, and then she had to dump the person she was gifting. So, but yeah, you guys, if you like that stuff, and some of you I see, she's teaching me all the stuff, the rigmarole with the members. She's like, Danielle, you have battlers on your page. I was like, what?
Gifters.
Yeah, I didn't even know. So anyhow, you guys follow her. January back up. She's got some weird like dog videos and shit. It's not her with a boy with a man. I don't know, but it's her
Oh, it's my
account.
friend's son.
We'll do some other things and put them on there so people know it's you.
My sayings.
Yes. Oh, and by the way, it's her dad's is it your dad's death anniversary today?
Yes.
So
Thank you, Candace.
So, love you. Cheers to our departed. And Debbie also not only takes care of her mother with Alzheimer's, dementia, she took care of her dad while he was dying of cancer. So, she's a true hero.
We have a lot in common.
Yeah.
That's why we're besties.
That's why we're besties. So, give her a follow, you guys. All right. Thanks, guys. All right. Love you.
Love you back. Love you most.
All right.
Thanks for all the gifts, everyone.
Bye.
And follow.
You're going to have to leave because I don't know how to do it. How am I today? I'm okay. I've been really busy. Well, and Amy, I'm so mad because I was like, at least she gets booted for like real reasons, right? Because she's calling people, you know, what I'm thinking, but I don't. So, love you, Jan. Yep. August 29th is 2 years of lost my mom. Oh, Jen, it's so hard. I'm 18 years in. Deb is 22 years in, I think, today. 22 years, you guys, and it's still fresh. It's still fresh as the day is born. Is that how you say it? 6 times. Debbie. I love Debbie. Yeah, she's one of my people. It's hard. So everybody who's lost a parent, everybody who's lost a child, everybody who's lost anybody, hearts go out to you guys. You stole a pack of pads? Like menstruation pads? When I was a kid, I wasn't stealing pads or tampons. I was stealing lip suckers, smackers, you know, the metal box, the metal slide thing that's what I was stealing.
Sadie,
I'm
I'm
20
sorry.
years old and 2 years for dad. Sadie, I love you. You know that. 4 years. Cheers to your mom. Same thing, Catherine. My mom was my heart and my best friend. Yeah, it's horrible. So, if anything, I know loss. 44 years in, and how do you feel? The same as it was like yesterday, right? You know, people have said, you know, it gets easier over time. Yeah, I mean, there's certain aspects that get easier, but there's so many times that I would love to pick up the phone and say, Mom, I need your help. I need your lifting. I need your support. I need whatever. And so sometimes I get pissed off at him, right?
PXMP, I'm so sorry.
That's Stormy.
You lost Wendy.
There's
There's nothing, I
Money
mean, there's
maker.
no comparison to whatever you're talking about to losing
Nail
a
polish.
child. There's just nothing that even begins to approach.
Jane, you are very lucky. Barbara, I'm so sorry. Every day, right? And when you are so close to your parents, it's such a catastrophe. I lost my mom at 53, you guys. 3 years older than I am today. 3 years older than I am today. And I remember looking at her thinking, God, she's so old, and now I'm here. I'm at that age. Dan's mom, how old's your mom? 86, 87?
Yeah.
And you lost a daughter, Pam? I can't.
My
I
dad
never
lost
seen
his
you
sister,
dead.
my grandmother lost her daughter, and my mom, who was really close with my dad's mom, my grandma,
Oh,
said
trouble.
she
I'm
never,
so sorry.
she never recovered from losing
And
her
son,
daughter.
Kelly,
in
your
her-
hubby and your son, 7 months apart. I can't.
At 19 years old or something, she never, you know, even 50 years later, she never recovered from it. I mean, she lived her life and, you know, did a whole bunch of stuff, but it was always there every day.
I know, Emily.
47 is young.
It's the hardest thing ever. And I always tell Dan, take your mom. You know, just go, take her to lunch, take her, because you're going to miss those
If you
opportunities.
could tap, tapping is clapping.
You're going to miss those opportunities when they're gone.
I'm sorry, Lexi. Mark was in a bad, Mark almost died when I was like 5 or 6 years old. And I'll never forget that morning. Mark was in a mudslide. He was traveling from Lake Tahoe to LA with his best friend from high school. He was a year out of high school.
Just
and
one
they got,
person? I thought it was a group of people, no?
then they got caught on the grapevine by a mudslide. And Mark was carried for like 4 miles of mudslide. He had every
Christina.
part of his body was completely ripped and torn up and open, and he had part of a tree lodged in his
Christina, I'm
body.
sorry.
Some cops found him. He was naked except for one boot. He had these really these really tight hiking boots on, and he had one boot on. Everything else was, stripped away from the mud. And he was in the hospital for a number of months, and then he was recovering in my house for 6 months. My mom
Do you remember it?
never. Oh God, I remember.
You remember?
I remember everything from like carrying his pee. He couldn't get up to pee, right? So he had a thing to pee in. And when you're in the house, my mom empty that. So I remember carrying his pee to empty it. I remember that it was warm and sometimes steamy. I mean, the weird things you remember. I remember the smell of the healing tissue
Yeah.
and the ointments and stuff. And he was on satin sheets because that's the only thing he could be on. And I remember it very well. But I remember the day when my parents left to go to Bakersfield, where he was in the hospital. It was Adam and I, my next brother. We were sitting on my parents' bed watching Around the World in 80 Days. I think it was a really weird movie. I remember the movie, and I'm like 5 years old at this point, or 7 years old, whatever I was, 8 years old, very young, and I still remember it. And it would have. I know my mom never would have recovered ever. That would have been the end of her. I know it.
There's one thing about a father and a mother. That's a tragic event. But losing a kid, it would destroy both of us. I mean,
I got a sense of it with Andrew. We didn't lose him, but even just watching what he had to go through was heartbreaking for me.
God, it's so
It was
horrible.
just terrifying. Andrew's illness hit like during COVID, right during
right at the
COVID,
beginning of COVID.
and he had COVID, and he was away from school, and he was not ever a real student, right? He was just not a studious student, and when he was remote learning, he was remote gaming or whatever he was. I know he was logged in, but he was not there.
He was sleeping.
So he missed that, and then his senior year,
He was sleeping.
he was on steroids and he blew up. It was just god awful to watch that.
Yeah.
That poor kid.
And he handles it, as far as we know, like a champ. I mean, we hope he has the best
Attitude in life.
I mean, I just hope he's not
He doesn't-
internally suffering. He doesn't show
He
anything.
doesn't complain. He doesn't feel sorry for
No,
himself.
he doesn't.
And I mean, it was traumatic for him, not just what was going on physically, but when you're a senior in high school, and he was a really good-looking kid, and he blew up like a balloon. He had that moon face is what they call it when you take large dose steroids, and he gained 40 pounds in a very short period of time, which he still has not been able to lose. It just really fucked with his life, and it's bad enough to watch that. I don't think Andrew's ever leaving now. We're making plans that he can stay here with his parents. He can get married. He can do it.
Kristen, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hi Heather. Yeah, it's horrible. I mean, it's horrible. It's horrible to see your kid suffer and to have your kid.
And COVID
if
has a
anything-
weird thing on the heart. Someone was saying their husband collapsed and he had COVID.
Kristen.
My nephew had long COVID and heart pain afterwards. It went away.
What was that called?
Myocardia or something like that.
Myocarditis.
Whatever it is, you get the idea.
I couldn't imagine. And so
I hope Andrew blooms, Amy.
I do.
I want the most for Andrew. I mean, he plays the guitar. I would love to see him just hit it, I want him to make it. My oldest daughter, she's driven. She's gonna be fine.
she's got the
My middle
Salinger.
daughter
She's
is
got the Salinger curse.
gonna
The
survive.
middle child is me. Myocarditis. Thank you. You can't smell. I know.
Oh, geez, Tony. Still
Congestive heart failure from COVID.
myocarditis. That could be it.
And
That sounds.
Crystal has heart failure from COVID. It's
My mom had heart failure and got COVID recently. So I mean,
for the first time.
for the first time, we
And
kept
she
her
handled
really.
it. And she handled it like a champ.
When COVID hit, my mom had heart disease and lung cancer at the same time. So we kept her so isolated,
Oh, Tony, I can't imagine.
and the isolation was terrible for her. It was god awful.
It was god awful.
That's when I bought her the cinnamon
Cinnamon.
that dog Mark has now.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was just lonely, and I couldn't even be around her a lot because I was around my kids and stuff, and they were out, and not always masking it, and so we had to, I could not chance exposing my mom. Yeah, she is vaccinated, Diana. My mom and dad, got all the vaccinations that you were supposed to get. I got vaccinated like 3 times, and then I just kind of stopped because it just didn't seem that important for me. I probably should, because I have my dad here, but we've had COVID. I had COVID not too long ago. My mom had COVID. It's just a different virus today. That doesn't mean it couldn't morph back into something more serious, but thank God it's not so bad
People
today.
are still.
No, it's killing 500 people a week. I mean, it's a serious thing. It's just, it was killing thousands of people a day. So it's just a different virus.
You can't smell or taste.
From 2020?
I couldn't imagine. Like, it tastes everything.
I remember that a little bit of that when I had COVID back in the day. Eating.
You were nothing. Your COVID was like a little sprinkle.
Bullshit.
Remember? You didn't even know you had
when
COVID.
I had COVID back in 2020, before it was even. I think I was Northern California was one of the first areas to
Andrew,
get
and
hit.
Hannah all had it before we knew it was COVID.
Yeah,
So we couldn't
Andrew
test.
got really
It
sick
was
one
really
day,
bad.
and I went and picked him up from Starbucks because he was just not having it.
He was dead.
I brought him, put his bike in the back of the car,
10
brought him
days.
home, and then a week later, 1 year after my heart attack, I thought I was dying.
You're still on oxygen. Ugh. It's horrible. Yeah, it's horrible.
Donna, I hope that you recover from that fully. I really do. Are you ready to eat now?
Are you?
I am. I mean, I'm really excited about dinner.
Andrew is not home, Bren. Andrew's been in Santa Barbara with my cousin and his kid and Jennifer. And Jennifer should be, I haven't even checked her location. But
I checked it. She was in Paso Robles. She's probably home by now.
Okay. So she drove home without Andrew. Andrew's taking a flight out Friday to spend time with my cousin's kid who is there in Santa Barbara.
The candy bar say will be something much later tonight, but I'm not going to eat it.
Okay.
I'm gonna show
You're
you
gonna
my
look at it?
self-control,
All
which
right.
I have.
You found pubes in your milkshake? Stop it.
I couldned.
At
I had no control at the store, but I'll have it now.
Really?
Yeah, after I.
All right. So you know people are gonna want to see it.
Jill, we got a tri-tip. I'm gonna cook an Amy's
Christy-
pad thai.
Christy
I'm gonna
just
chop
got
up
it.
the tri-tip and put it in it's a vegetarian pad thai, but I'm gonna put the tri-tip in it. Made some rice.
So
and
what's
a
really
salad.
funny, Eric, is Grandpa doesn't want to eat candy bars. He will not eat candy bars. Anything with like
No,
profound.
if I gave him a piece of this,
he wouldn't.
he
He
wouldn't
wouldn't
eat
have it.
he would eat chocolate ice cream.
Anything with profound amounts of chocolate in it, like an extreme chocolate chip cookie with lots of chocolate, he pushes it away. Nope, too many calories. So it's really weird. Like people don't understand. Sorry, I'm using my hands. People don't understand. Like he has like a food fetish. It's really, really, yeah. Grandpa.
He doesn't eat candy.
He doesn't eat candy.
He'll eat dessert. He'll eat
No.
cake. He'll eat ice cream. He'll eat, like a granola bar with chocolate chips. But he'll
barely.
eat cookies.
So sometimes, like if
but
we-
not
I
candy
bought
bars.
I bought those granola bars at Costco that were dipped in chocolate, and he was like, "Oh, I don't want this. Too much chocolate. Too much chocolate."
Yeah, he's not a chocolate man.
No, he's never been. He used to eat big hunks. He loved big hunks. We couldn't give him a big hunk today because it would break his teeth. You guys, Ed was very caloric specific. People don't realize that. People don't realize that.
Paradise, I truly believe that I am Ed's secret favorite.
Oh gosh, you want to believe it.
That's what I believe. Baby Ruth is awesome, Buster.
He also liked Baby Ruth.
I almost
Buster,
bought a
he
Baby
liked.
Ruth instead
Grandpa
of that.
used to like to put those in the freezer. Everything from Grandpa, everything was in the freezer.
The glasses do have Dahmer vibes. That's what I call them, the Dahmer
Abba
glasses.
He didn't like Abba Zabbas. He liked big hunks.
He would like licorice. He likes things like
Frozen.
Good and Plenty.
He
which
likes
is
good and
licorice.
plenties, and everything was in the freezer. So I did get some of those habits because I like a lot of things in the freezer. Dan gets mad. Where is it? I put it in the freezer. God damn it!
Everything's in the freezer.
Yeah.
All right,
love
are you ready to eat?
Okay, Dan wants to.
All right, I'm ready to eat. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Always a lot of people on whenever I'm ready to get off.
I'll see you in the morning.
It's what, Monday? So Wednesday, we'll be here Wednesday. Everyone have a great night. Thank you so much.
I'll stand on you guys.
And toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. I don't even know how to get out of here. Let's see. Toodaloo.
Velveeta. Yes, we give, Andrew used to, when he was working at 5 a.m., he would like the cinnamon Velveetas. And, and we would give those to Grandpa too. Yeah. Shoma. Oh, thanks, Lisa. Jade, we talk shit about you when you're not here, just so you know. Bye, and eat the chocolate. He will eat the, always a pleaser. Which one? Who's a pleaser? I need to know. Who's the pleaser? I Derma played my face today because I was hairy. What's Scooter Crunchies? What's Heidi? What's Scooter Crunchies? Do I need to know? Thanks, Patty. I appreciate that. Peace all. At least I didn't miss it. You didn't miss it. Jade, we were talking mad shit about you. Was it Sunday? Mm-hmm. We were talking mad shit, and you weren't here. But that's okay. I'll tell you to your face. You know it. Girl, I don't hide anything. If I'm talking shit, it's the same shit. What is it? What is it, Heidi? Tell me. What's Scooter? What was it? Scooter? What was it? Scooter Crunchies. What's the Scooter Crunchy? I need to, look at my lip. It's starting to fall. Oiled booty. You know, that's another thing that falls when you're old is the lip. I used to have plump lips. Why do the lips fall? Does anybody know? Does anybody know why the lip falls? I used to have plump lips. My upper lip is starting to fall into my chocolate with crunchy nuts on the outside. Everybody loves a good crunchy nut. You guys don't understand. I see myself all the time. Like, you guys don't have to look at yourself all day long. And I see things in my face and I'm like, what is going on? My lip used to be plump. You got a bag of white lint. Okay, so the lints are good. The ears and the nose. Who said that? Roxy? That lips and the nose and the ears. God damn, is my nose gonna have to get a pulley system at the end? Like, I mean, how does that happen? Does the nose have to be like, am I gonna need like a device up here to pull up the nose so it doesn't fall? How do I flip with the lips? Spirit, I see it. I have that 20 times magnifier to pluck my eyebrows. Girl, you have no idea what the shit I see in that, but my lips, right? I want to see what the Kardashians look like, because I sit and stare at my face. They will. I want to plump the lips, and I want to, and these all of a sudden, you guys, my crow's feet, let me show you. Like, all of a sudden, in just the last like 24 hours, actually 36 hours, I was like, holy crap, they are really bad. What the hell? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something. I started the Go Pure remedies. I just started it today, the Go Pure. So I did the neck thing, but a couple of my followers were like, can you try the serums for the Go Pure? Okay, so I started it today. So I told Go Pure, they're like, how quickly can you post a video? And I said, well, I'm going to try this system out for like at least a week to give, you know, my full impression of it. So far, the smells are amazing. I love that. I'm a smell person, and I just put it on tonight. The only thing so far, so there's 3 serums. There's one that you put on at night and 2 you put on during the day. So I'm experimenting. It's my first like day and a half of using them. But I love the smells. I love the smells. My eyebrows are not. They're tattooed because if I didn't have tattoo, I would have holes in my eyebrows. Just so you know, holes. So I told you guys who wanted me to try the Go Pure on TikTok, I would try it and give you my like best, you know, impersonation of what I think. At this point so far, I'm gonna say it's not enough oil, but it says to put on your moisturizer after the fact. So I'm going to do that. And I think my skin is a little dewy. Like, does it look dewy? So the last thing you put on during the day is the dewy thing. So I put it on after I showered. I will put on the retinol and everything else after, but I will do it for at least 5 days before I give my things. Yeah, Heidi, I'm very particular about my eyebrows. Like, I want to look, I mean, if you look close, you can see the holes because you can see where the hair is. I mean, come on, you guys, I'm not, like, so you can see where it looks splotchy, but the only reason why it looks splotchy is because it's where I have hair and where I don't. So perimenopause takes away your eyebrows, takes away everything else. So if you look really close, you can see where I'm profound in hair and where I am not. So, it's age. It's age. It happens, you know? I know. So Patty, my gal is the best. She is very particular. She's very, so, I'm not afraid to show my faults, like, in the things that I have, because if I'm going to promote anything, whether it's tattoo or anything else, I'm going to show you that you can see it's really dark here and then it peters out. That's because the tattoo is there and my hair is up to here. It is what it is. So earlier today, no, I didn't do microblading. I had to do tattoo. So the first time I ever did that was microblading. Hurt like a mother effing you know what. But the tattoo is different with that. It doesn't hurt as bad. It's almost like torturous when you do the microblading, you guys. It's horrible.
How you doing?
So,
You tired yet?
oh, Sherry, I appreciate
How
that.
you doing?
But it is what it is. Men, yes, I still have to pluck. Girl, I grow hair from here down. Just not in the areas that I should. Hair down. So I just microbladed. I mean, I just dermaplaned today. I have hair here. I have hair here. I have hair here. Yeah. I don't care. Amy, it's just part of the aging process. YOLO. So yes, I tattooed because I would be a barren kitten. I would look like one of those Sphinx characters. My hair is almost there. I'm gonna be bald in no time because I lose hair like it's going out of style. So the tattoo didn't hurt. The microblading hurt. I'm taking hormones right now, but I don't know if I'm taking all the right hormones. Yeah. No, I just take the razor. Like, we're a man. Yes, men, we shave too. Microblading hurts because it's like not a machine, and it's literally just a blade that cuts into you. Yeah. Yeah. So, Blue Vanity, I'm on birth control. So my doctor has kept me on birth control, but I'm thinking I'm missing some testosterone. I think testosterone and progesterone are really important during this phase too. I am, Jane. I need to go get but I have to go off of the pill for 5 days in order to get my blood checked. Yeah. So I gotta get sober before y'all. Shit. Do we, Amy? Is Grandpa Dennis in bed? I'll be up all night listening to the gate rattle. Do you want to hear what I hear? This is what I hear at night. Between Dan and Grandpa, I'm going to show you what I hear. Hold this. Hold this. So we shut this gate. And what wakes me up? That's what wakes me up. Yeah. That's what wakes me up, you guys, between Dan and Grandpa. So this is, I haven't got my carabiner yet. So I said, no joke, I used that school binding to clip into it to make it so he can't get out. And then Dan also struggles with it when he tries to get out. So
I can get out, it's hard to connect that thing, reaching all the way down. That's why you always send me out to do it.
so just so you know, that's what I wake up to. You're welcome. How do you sleep through that? You don't. You don't. Clicky, clicky, bing, bing, bing. Somebody was like, well, then you'll put, it's like, it's in the lock itself in a long time sleep. Yeah, I'm tired. This is me, exhausted. No, the animals do not. They bark now some more because this is where the pet door is. So, yeah. No sleepy, sleepy. Me neither, Patty. It's okay. So the animals bark now, or they claw at the door that goes out in the backyard because they can't get out. So this whole keeping Grandpa safe is also infringing upon my life. So whatever. But Grandpa's not going to fall and hit his head, at least out here anyway. So there you have it. No, I know, GSR. It like wakes me up out of like a dead sleep. Oh, it does, Ames. I love that. I love my barn door. You guys, I'm at rustics. I like rustics. Where's my rustics? Straight like 7.5 hours. I'm a 7.5 hours girl. 7 to 7.5 hours. Yeah.
Right through here, right behind this young lady.
Young.
Careful,
young
careful.
lady. For the love of, I don't care. I take birth control. It's the highest form of estrogen than HRT. Yeah, I did too, GSR. Me, I put myself at this part. Well, so Chrissy, sometimes I do wake up too. I mean, let's not get it twisted. Perimenopause also has me up, but I'm so tired because I'm so active that I've been crashing for the most part. But I am going to ask my doctor about the testosterone and the progesterone because I think I need something. I forgot how I work. Yeah, well, I don't know how I work anytime. So anyhow, yeah. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave because my dog, she's going to go crazy. I don't know why. She's already eaten, but she's wanting my attention.
Well, I gave you some nice turkey chicken over here.
Oh, that's why. Oh, yeah, that was for them. That was for them. Anyhow, I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow morning. I will be on whether I want to or not. I'm not a wine, but I won't drink anymore. So you guys have a good night. Love you guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'll be the same.